What is going on, my friends? Welcome back to another Rusted Warfare video. In today's video, I thought we would cover some tips for setting up multiplayer games how you like them. To start with, an overview of what settings I enjoy using. After you secure a lobby for yourself, the game will auto-start in 2 minutes once 4 or more total players have joined. It is therefore important to not take too long setting up everything as you like, but do not worry, as once you are a bit familiar with it, this part is quite easy. The main thing to focus on is this button here, Game Options. Here you can change how the game starts to your liking. For the most part, I keep these settings on default, as they are quite balanced. One thing I do like is to change the income multiplier. You do not have to do this, but it does speed up the pace of the game as time goes on. This is also very helpful if you find yourself heading towards a map that only has 1 or 2 extractors to claim. I normally play on 2x, but you can set it anything up to 3 in half number increments. To set 3 times income, simply go to the lobby chat and type income 3 like this. AI difficulty does not really apply in standard server multiplayer games, as AIs are disabled. The first real setting that you can change is therefore what types of starting units or structures you have. There's a number of options, all of which have different ramifications. Normal 1 builder is the default and starts you out with a command center and 1 builder. This is great for standard maps. Small army starts you with much the same, except you have 3 workers and 3 heavy tanks. This is almost like a mini jumpstart, and can help you defend against certain rushes. The only issue I have found with this start is that if one team knows what they are doing, they can group everyone's tanks together and go attempt to wipe out an enemy very quickly. 12 or 15 heavy tanks at the very start of a game can kill someone if everyone goes together. It is more balanced on larger maps, or even water-based maps. The third start is 3 engineers. This will see you beginning the game with a command center and 3 combat engineers, what I think of as tier 2 builders. They can construct a number of higher tier buildings right off the bat, can move over water, and even have some light attacks. The next start is the same, except with no command center. This will affect your income substantially, as normally a command center produces 18 credits per tick. Keep this in mind when making your decision. The next option is a flying fortress. This one could be quite fun when also boosting starting credits, and allows you to fly around and build wherever you like. This does again come with the risk that a skilled team groups up all of their flying fortresses and starts taking out enemies, but some people enjoy this. If you are one of them, go for it and have fun doing so. Don't let me or anyone else stop you. The final 2 starts are much the same, both being a spider mech of some sort. The first of these is the experimental slider, Classic. This is a strong unit capable of constructing and repairing a number of buildings and units, as well as serving as a weapons platform and laser shield. Do be careful, as these will explode when killed if nukes are enabled. The spider also does provide passive income much like a command center. The other spider is modular, meaning you have much more control over what functions it has. You have to construct what turrets or utilities you like on top of this one. Though you can change the fog settings, I almost never do. There are 3 options, consisting of the best, subjectively of course, and default, LOS fog. This stands for line of sight, and basically means that there is fog across the entire map. Any unit or structure you make gives you vision through this fog to greater or lesser extent. This is the classic RTS experience, hiding what your enemies are doing and making scouting essential. The first option in the menu is no fog, which simply reveals the entire map. This means that everyone in the game can see what everyone else is doing at all times. The middle option is basic fog, which like the first, begins the game with fog everywhere. This fog is only temporary though, for as soon as you have passed through the area with a unit, the fog will dissipate and will not return. This means if you send out, say, a heavy interceptor early on to scout the map, you will retain vision of scouted areas for the duration of the game. The starting credits setting is really up to personal preference and what type of game you are looking for. If you only have 5 minutes, setting starting credits to 200,000 can be an option to let everyone rush and nuke each other to death rather quickly. I usually leave it on default, which for most maps is 4,000. The last 2 options are simply toggles. Either you have nukes or not, and shared control between allies. The nuke option is again up to personal preference, do as you wish. I sometimes enjoy turning off nukes to focus strictly on units, but nukes can be nice late game to help break through an entrenched position. Shared control is an option I have never willingly turned on, as it simply lets your allies control your units and vice versa. This I would recommend against unless playing with people you know. So that about sums up my thoughts on the lobby settings. This video started going much longer than I had originally planned, so expect another on in-game tips in the future. I hope everyone enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.